Hey everyone, I'm Eric and Karina.
And I'm Poison Evie.
Oh.
Get it? Because that's for today's episode, or Calavera.
Okay, we could do Calavera. Poison Evie was a little corny.
Was it?
Yeah,
oh,
just a little. Just a little. But we can keep Calavera. I like that one.
All right.
So welcome back to the Lake Podcast, everyone. The law according to Eric. So today's theme is poisoned on purpose.
So I'll tell you, this is an interesting topic because although I haven't read any of these ahead of time,
right,
I can tell you that I used to think my ex was poisoning me on purpose.
Why?
Because she used to make me these like super kale smoothie things like for dinner. She used to make me drink those. You're fucking disgusting. Okay, and I never felt better. Like after that, like I didn't feel all like fucking fit and energized. It was bullshit. It's just nasty, leafy, fucked up. And no matter what else I tried to put in them, they were so awful.
What's the kale?
Kale, spinach, whatever.
That's why it's the kale and the spinach together. That's
Obviously,
what's gonna
all of it together. Fuck
no.
Like, this was no fucking banana strawberry smoothie.
No, it doesn't sound like it either. No.
So, as far as I'm concerned, like that
was your poisoning.
Yep.
All right. Well, today we have people who either believe they were poisoned on purpose or know they were poisoned on purpose. So, should we dive right in?
Yes.
All right. So, title of the first one is, Am I the asshole for ruining my boyfriend's family vacation due to massive diarrhea? Okay.
Oh.
Right. So, I, 19 female, was traveling with my boyfriend's family on a 5-day trip. The thing is, due to my diarrhea, we only had 3 days to explore the place. It all started when I had breakfast with my mother-in-law. She baked a cake and it was delicious, but eating it was my worst mistake. At first, I felt okay, and after 2 hours inside of the car, my stomach started to hurt. I thought it was my period, but the pain became unstoppable and we had to stop at a restaurant. I had to run because my poop was starting to leak. It was the worst day of my life. I spent 5 hours inside it and even had to grab the walls due to how painful it was. Since I was there for such a long time, I just called my boyfriend's family and said they could go without me and I'll be thinking about another way to reunite with them. My boyfriend refused and said he would bring me to the hospital. The result was food poisoning, and the reason is probably the cake due to it having expired cocoa powder and vanilla. I had to stay at the hospital for a whole day and I'm still resting. My mother-in-law is now saying that I destroyed her family vacation and that I'm a spoiled brat for not being able to digest the cake. I feel so bad for them, but it wasn't within my control. Am I the asshole?
No, how are you a spoiled brat? Because you have gastroenterological, whatever you fucking gastrointestinal.
Yeah, issues
problems.
like
that. That's usually not like planned.
Exactly. There is an update. Do you want to hear the update?
Yes.
Okay. She said there was milk in the cake. My mother-in-law knows I'm allergic to milk. I told her the first time we met when I refused to eat her food due to it having dairy. She always said it was easy to not use milk in her recipes. We found out about the milk in the cake when my boyfriend asked for the recipe she used. She started to brag about the quality of the milk inside of the cake. They make their own milk, I guess.
They make their own
They have like
milk.
their own goats and cows and shit.
That might be part of it.
Yeah.
If it's not pasteurized or any of that
Well,
kind
she's
of stuff.
also allergic to milk.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, on top of...
Yeah.
She's lucky all she got were the Hershey squirts.
Yeah. She could have...
This could have been so much worse.
She could have died. Some people died and everything. Yeah.
Fuck.
Exactly. And she was like, she still added the milk even though she knew I was allergic. The thing is, she said it didn't have any dairy. And there wasn't any motive for me to think that she would be making a bomb for me. They lost those days because my boyfriend refused to leave me alone and they refused to leave my boyfriend alone with me. So they had to stop the trip for 2 days. That was her update. I honestly think the mother's an even bigger asshole now after the update. Like... It just made it worse on the mother-in-law.
Yeah, I mean, well, mother-in-law or boyfriend's mom, because they're different.
Oh, well, she's calling them the same. So
right,
mother-in-law but yeah, I get what you're saying, yeah.
Because the thing is, if they're not married,
right?
Not that this is an excuse, but I could see where some moms get protective, whatever. It's different when once they get married, it's kind of like, okay, well, now it's too late, right?
I think that's her boyfriend, because she said she's 19.
Right.
So that might just be like her boyfriend's mom. So that might be it. She might just not like her or something. But almost killing her on vacation is insane, though. That's...
Well, I mean, I can't... I wonder, honestly, if the intent was really to, harm her that much. Or,
right.
I mean, I can tell you, like, when I was younger, like around that age, 17, 18, 19, I mean... we would pull pranks. Like, we would put, like, X-Lax and brownies and shit
right,
like that.
right.
So, I mean, it's a little odd for an older, you know.
Oh, you'd be surprised how many mother-in-laws or, like, stuff like that we have of these.
Okay.
There's a lot. All right. Are you ready for the next one then? Okay. Title for the next one is, Am I the asshole for stating that my mother-in-law continues to poison me with my food allergy? So this is actually a mother-in-law.
Okay.
I, 32 female, have been in this relationship with my partner, 35 male, for 10 years. We have a child together who is 6. Ever since becoming pregnant with this kiddo, I've had severe health problems. After delivery, I developed Hashimoto's disease and celiac disease about 2 years after. I know. She's going through it. I've been working actively on my health for the last 4 years since the diagnosis, and in the last 4 years specifically, I've realized I cannot have any gluten in my diet. It has been a big change. My mother-in-law is a nurse, but she's dumb as rocks, or she likes to feign ignorance to get out of accountability. For the last 4 years, every time she hosts a dinner or something, we have to go to her house. She put that in parentheses. She has contaminated me with gluten. She only makes reservations at restaurants that specifically never have gluten-free options, so I usually can only order a drink and a vegetable side. The thing about my celiac is it's an immune system that produces antibodies that attack the gluten, which inflames the small intestine. She's basically explaining, I think we all know what celiac is. Okay. So she's saying basically if she doesn't do it like that, she has to eat it out of an IV. Okay. She said, my husband and I went on a forced family vacation, and the entire time they kept making reservations again at non-gluten places, or they would make food with only gluten. His mom was trying to celebrate that we eloped recently. I know, it's terrible.
What a bitch.
I know. And she decided to throw us a party. She booked us a dinner and told me that she specifically went to that restaurant because they had gluten-free pasta and I could make my own meal, yada, yada. She gassed me the hell up. And due to our trip, I had only eaten once that day at 8 a.m. When we got to the restaurant, I inspected the food laid out, all gluten. She then came up to me and said, see, you have your own special Greek salad. It was also covered in croutons. Also couldn't have that. The waitress then came up to me and said, oh, I'm so sorry. We don't have any gluten-free options here, but I can try and get you like grilled chicken. I said yes, but I couldn't eat it because I was terrified that the grill wasn't clean before that or cross-contamination could have happened. I started crying and panicked, and I just went outside to the dumpster to hit my vape. That part was funny, that she could have that, right? My husband was inside with his mom as she was being so rude. When I came back inside, my sister-in-law approached me and said, hey, I know for a fact 100% that the little cake we picked out is gluten-free and dairy-free. Mother-in-law was fighting us and was trying to get a vegan cake that wasn't gluten-free, but my husband had to fight for your cake. I said to her I was relieved and thanked her and brother-in-law. I said I didn't understand what happened because mother-in-law had told me that she came herself to the restaurant. Sister-in-law then cleared it up that no, mother-in-law actually went with them to get the cake at the bakery, and she was the one that was trying to pick only cakes that were not gluten-free. Mother-in-law constantly lies to me, to my husband, and my sister-in-law on this vacation said that the whole time they had been talking shit about me. So yeah, I think all she did that was on purpose. I think it's time for a separation or a breakup because I'm done with this narcissistic mother who appears to be poisoning me with my own allergy. When I bring this up to my husband, all he says is, you just hate my family, or you can't accept they make mistakes. I feel like I have no way to defend myself in this family or relationship. I just don't know what to do. What would you do in this situation?
First thing I'm going to do is offer some advice. Fucking write less.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, seriously, write less. We got the gist of this after like the first 3 sentences.
Yeah.
Okay, so Lucinda, I feel kind of bad for the predicament you're in, but I'm feeling a lot less bad having had to listen to you fucking go on and on and on. We get it. Mm-hmm. Okay, now having said all of that, this is, you know what, Hurricane, this is almost like,
right?
Having a cringy sister-in-law that makes reservations at a restaurant only, with food that you don't like.
Exactly.
Because you know what I would do if I had that kind of sister-in-law?
What would you do?
I would make reservations at the driest restaurants possible. Like, no wine,
no alcohol,
beer, no cocktails, nothing.
Mormon-style restaurant. Yes. That's where you need to go.
Let's go have dinner on the campus of BYU.
Yep,
right?
Exactly.
No coffee, let's have some fucking Kool-Aid.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Some
right?
Kool-Aid, some Capri Suns, and that's what you'll have.
That's it.
That's what I would do too.
Almost like that.
Mm-hmm.
First one, right out of the gate, buddy. Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So what do you feel about her saying like she might have to divorce him?
Why?
Because she continued to being poisoned.
No, but that doesn't mean you divorce your husband. Just stop going out to dinner with the in-laws.
That's the thing. She's tried. The husband's like, no, you have to go. We have to go.
Pack your own food. I'm not joking.
Yeah, at this
point.
point.
Bring a fucking snack.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm serious. Look, I'm going to be honest. I was never close with my ex-mother-in-law, but only because she lived 9,000 miles away, and she was not like a very social person.
Right.
Like not with me. I mean, I think she's like like uses WhatsApp to talk to the grandchildren
Okay.
now and then, but I don't know. It's not like she and I would ever have a conversation, but whatever. But the point is that even if I despised her, okay, even if she and I were constantly at another store, you don't divorce over that. Especially if they have kids or a family. I mean, maybe younger, I don't know. Just don't do that. Hubby, I'm going to pack a fucking gluten-free protein bar or whatever, or a snack at home right before you go. And by the way, the reason I'm saying this, and this is also what I would do, is because that's going to upset mother-in-law even more when you're like, oh, no, I'm okay. I'm not hungry.
Okay. Just pull out your own food from the side.
Or not even just like eat before, like, and then tell her, no, I ate ahead of time because I looked up this restaurant and it's not.
It's not. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And eventually she's either not going to give a shit and neither will you, or,
Yeah. That would actually be the best option there. It's just either take your own food or eat beforehand.
Because this is not, it kind of slays me. This is not in fact, this is like a common reaction. Like immediately you go from now I'm upset to I'm going to divorce.
Right.
So either, and I'm serious, either the whole idea of a bond, look, I understand divorces happen. I'm going through one myself. I get it. Okay. But trust me when I tell you, my divorce is not because I kept getting to the wrong fucking restaurants.
Right. Or you kept getting that smoothie.
Right.
It wasn't because of the smoothie.
It was not because of the smoothie, because eventually she would leave me alone because I would take so long to drink it. So
and you would pour that shit down the drain?
Fucking would.
Uh-huh.
And then I would rinse it out real fast, like, oh yeah, I just finished it. Every fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would take a few sips. I put fucking cocoa powder in it, like whatever I could find to make it palatable, and I couldn't. It never, ever got better.
No.
But the point is, that was not like I don't.
That wasn't divorce worthy, right?
Right. If I get another one of these fucking smoothies, right, call a lawyer.
It's the end of this shit.
Right. No. So Lucinda, this is not grounds for divorce.
I also don't think that she should divorce him. I just think she's irritated that he's like, you hate my family. Yeah. And she's like, no, your mother's trying to kill me.
See, I think they're both extreme. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, they both are. Yeah.
She probably doesn't hate his family, and he's probably not really trying to kill her.
Oh, I don't know about that part.
What I think, there are people that don't believe in the whole gluten thing.
Right.
I think it's all sort of bullshit. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people that think that the whole idea of creating a whole gluten-free product line is just to make more money, because they are more expensive. Like gluten-free, yes, like products cost more than the non-gluten-free products of the same type.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So I understand why. Now, the fact that she's a nurse upsets me a little bit, because
she should understand a little. Exactly.
And daughter-in-law is not the only person in the world diagnosed with that.
Exactly.
Okay. But if she's one of those, fucking anti-vax, whatever types,
right?
Or don't tread on me. That's all bullshit, right? The big pharma, they're getting into gluten. Also. Exactly. She's never going to change.
No. So
just eat around it.
Exactly. Just bring your own food, like you said.
And I'm serious. I just tell hubby, look, I just can't go to these places. Or start pretending like you don't feel well.
Yeah.
No, I'm sick. You go visit your family. I'm okay. I'll stay home. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to grill myself some salmon or whatever, and I'm going to enjoy my meal and fuck off.
My gluten-free meal.
Right.
Thank you.
You could say it nicer.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Pack a couple snacks with you. And you know what? Trust me, mother-in-law will get more embarrassed by you bringing out your own fucking Tupperware in a restaurant.
I would love to see that, actually.
Yeah, and you'd be like, yo, sorry, restaurant, I'd love to order anything on your menu, but because I can't, I had to bring my own. And then you really want to embarrass mother-in-law? Ask him to heat it up for you.
Yes, and be like, can you put it on a plate too, so it can match the rest?
Could you heat
I just wanted to match the rest, please.
Could you just serve this with the rest?
And I'd make it the smelliest food ever too.
Well, no, you get kicked out of the restaurant. But I get you.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That's the smarter. Yeah.
Right. Fuck that. But Lucinda, this is not. You don't divorce hubby.
Don't divorce.
Over this.
Yeah. Don't divorce unless there's other things you're not telling us.
Right.
Maybe. But if it's just this, I wouldn't say divorce.
I'll tell you what. We've had other stories where mother-in-law's tampered with birth control, right? Hid EpiPens or lied about shit like that's different.
Yeah.
She's just being picky. She's being a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And this is her not so subtle yet subconscious way of telling you she don't believe you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
either that or she doesn't like you.
Well, that's probably true too.
That too,
Yeah. All right. That's probably true.
All right. Next one then. Right. Am I the asshole for calling the cops on my sister after she snuck shellfish in my food? I, 21 female, and my sister, 23 female, have never had any issues until last week. She and her husband, 23 male, had invited me over for a lunch, which is normal for us. I have a severe shellfish allergy. Even touching it makes me extremely itchy. My sister is completely aware of this and has been since we were children. When I got to their house, she said the food was ready and it was finished and in the fridge. She claimed that it was just a tuna pasta. Yes, I can eat tuna and many other fish, just nothing that has a shell. After she finished cleaning up, we had a short conversation about what's happening in our lives, and it had been a while since we'd seen each other. I did get a strange feeling from her, but I just brushed it off as me being tired. She grabbed the food out of the fridge and served it for me, giving me a small bowl in case I didn't like it. I couldn't smell much of it, but from what I could smell, I assumed it was just the fish. When I took a bite, I almost immediately felt my throat burn. I was coughing and panicking, saying, I thought you were exaggerating. Sorry, I missed the whole line. I was coughing and grabbing at my throat, and her husband kept asking me if I was choking. My sister turned to me panicking and said, I thought you were exaggerating that. An ambulance was called and I was rushed to the hospital. I was thankfully okay, but they had me stay to be monitored for the next 2 days. My sister and brother-in-law tried to visit me, but I yelled at her to get out. She kept apologizing and refusing to leave. I told her that I would be calling the police on her for what she'd done, as it's literally attempted murder, and she lost it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. No, it isn't.
She says she kept screaming at me, saying, I know you're faking this. You always act like you're allergic to shellfish, and I wanted to test you. I had been calling the call button for the nurse, but it took a while for them to be removed. My mother thinks I'm overreacting, and I should just have cut contact, but I don't know anymore.
I'm not exactly sure who made the casserole. Was it her sister?
Yes.
So it was her actual sister.
Her sister thought she was faking the allergy, yeah. Okay, so she made it.
The reason I'm asking for clarity is because unless they were raised in different households,
no.
How does he not fucking know?
Exactly.
And she probably knows it's not an exaggeration.
Exactly.
Now, she may have thought that to herself because maybe she's never actually witnessed an anaphylactic shock. Right? Or like an allergy attack.
Maybe.
So maybe she was just like, oh, she's just being so cautious. Because I'm like that. I have 2 big allergies.
Right.
Okay. I'm allergic to penicillin.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But now, thank God, they have what's called amoxicillin.
Right.
Which is basically, right? So if I
that almost killed me once. Amoxicillin?
No,
amoxicillin. It's too strong for me.
Okay, but I'm allergic to penicillin, so I can take amoxicillin.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm also allergic to pineapple.
Yeah.
Now, my pineapple allergy is not so extreme. So, for example, if I drink one of those rock stars or monsters that has like the pineapple flavor, like the Fiesta flavor, it doesn't fuck me up.
You get like tingly?
Not even.
Not
I
even?
can drink like pineapple crush or like the sugar one. Doesn't fuck me up. Cactus cooler.
Yeah.
Fine. Because it's artificial.
Right.
But I can't eat like fresh pineapple.
No.
Now, I'll also tell you that there was like sweet and sour chicken or pork. It has like pineapple chunks in it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even when I order without, I tried that once, but because they're still like in the sauce, they just pick it out.
Yes.
So I actually felt a little like tingling in my throat, like a little like started coughing, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Because it was just like remnants.
Yeah.
But it was enough to at least
trigger
a bit of a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, having said all that, I don't believe that sister was trying to kill sister.
No.
I think that sister was using sister as a guinea pig.
Yeah, she wanted to see it. She wanted to test it out for herself.
And you know how I know that?
Because you've done that? Josh did that to you?
No.
Oh.
No, we're not fucking cruel like that.
Oh, okay.
No, because she gave her a small bowl.
Let's see if you don't like it.
It wasn't if you don't like it. This was to see what
like,
would
let's
fucking
see if
happen.
you react to this.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that.
Funny enough, so when I was little, I had all these I had like a really huge allergy issue. And when they tested me for allergies, I had like a list of like 5-page long, like just listed of everything I was allergic to. And it was really funny because half of the things I was allergic to, I really liked. Like peanut butter, I really liked. So I would test myself. Like it wasn't even anyone else testing me. It would be me. I knew I couldn't eat peanut butter. And I'd be like, no, I'm going to get toast and put peanut butter and see what happens. I did that. I know I have like some like sensitive allergy or something to tomatoes. If I eat it, I'll get swollen around my mouth too. I always was like testing it. Like, let's see how far I can go with this. So it's funny that other people are mad. I would test myself just to see what would happen.
Well, but that's the point. You can do that to yourself.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
And see,
but it'd be cruel if someone was like, no, here you go.
Right.
You know?
How about this nice peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? Or whatever. Or Reese's peanut butter cup. That's not even real peanut butter anymore, I don't think. But
I don't think so.
Know.
Yeah.
You just may have
exactly.
But yeah, look, peanut, soy, a lot of those are very common allergies.
Yeah.
My daughter Maya can't have like cashew stuff. Like
really?
Things that are made with like cashew. She can't have that because we had to ask. We went to this restaurant last weekend and she wanted to order, it was like a whipped goat cheese something like dip. But it was vegan. So she asked, and it's made with cashew butter instead or something or whatever.
Yeah.
So she couldn't have it. So I get that those are common.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of people have to test for that. right? The shellfish, by the way, that's a very common allergy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that's also why I mean, like, I don't think sister didn't know, and I don't think sister
she wanted to test it.
Right.
Yeah.
She just kind of wanted to see for herself if this is really bad or not.
Definitely.
Probably, like, it's almost like, I think my mom did this to me once a long time ago. Years and years ago, she gave me something that had a tiny bit of pineapple in it.
Oh, to see.
Well, because I think what she wanted to do is basically say, see, you're fine. You've outgrown it.
You've outgrown it. Yeah.
But I didn't. And I got like hives all over my fucking chest and arm. Yeah. But that might also be like, because I could easily see sister be like, guess what? Surprise! This had fucking shrimp.
You're fine. Yeah, you can have it now.
Yeah, and by the way, one last little bit. This is a problem that never has to be a problem because they make all sorts of imitation shellfish now.
Exactly.
That
imitation crab, imitate everything.
Now, I hate most fish anyway.
Yes.
But like Maya, for example, my daughter, she likes fish. And she told me like imitation crab tastes like regular crab. Like she doesn't care. No, she doesn't like make fish.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying like she eat, like linguine and shrimp or whatever.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. But my point is that she's, if it's like imitation, well, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
She's not, if she buys like sushi rolls for herself at the market, she doesn't need the real thing. So anyway.
She'll be fine. She's fine. Maybe calling the cops was a bit of a little overstep. I would have probably been pissed.
It was a big overstep.
Yeah.
Come on now. And by the way, how much time for the fucking police do you want to waste? What are they going to do?
She tried to kill me.
I know. How'd she try to kill you? She scooped me a fucking scoop of, fish pasta. And that, by the way, also
that was the worst part. That was the worst part.
I almost forgot. I wanted to mention that. Who the fuck makes like
tuna pasta?
Who makes that?
That sounds disgusting.
It absolutely does. I know that some people like pasta with salmon or shrimp or whatever.
No.
Tuna.
No.
By the way, and when Josh and I were kids, we spent a few summers in Israel with our family. One of the Israeli styles of eating pizza is not typical like tomato sauce and cheese. No. It's fucking tomato sauce, tuna fish, and green olives.
Ew.
Yes, and we freaked the fuck out. We're like, yo, get a slice. The guy's like, you want it with the tuna? Like, no. What the fuck is that? So, yeah. That's nasty. That's real.
That's nasty. Okay. Well, next one. Sorry, I don't like calling other people's food nasty. I'm sorry. That just isn't appetizing to me. I don't like doing that. Okay. So this one's a bit long, but stay with me for this one. It's intriguing. So, title is, am I the asshole for letting my husband dump my sister-in-law and niece onto my mother-in-law and father-in-law after my family's food had been tampered with?
Say that again?
Is she the asshole for letting her husband basically dump his sister and his niece onto his mom and dad after her food had been tampered with? Okay. I, 37 female, had taken in my sister-in-law, 41 female, we'll call her Michelle, after her husband had kicked her out of the house due to him serving her with divorce papers. My niece Annie came with her. Michelle had, Annie's 15 by the way. Michelle had called my husband, we'll call him Josh, 39 male, shortly after it happened, and we both agreed to let her stay here until Michelle got an apartment. That was 2 months ago. Isn't that so funny that his name is also Josh? And the sister-in-law is just there, supposed to be for 2 months.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, come on, say the number two. Now you can.
Number two, we did get you, Josh. I didn't even pick this actually because of that, but
there you go. So
sister-in-law got dumped into their house. Damn. Was only supposed to stay 2 months. Right. But he actually kicked her out, you see. Okay, that was 2 months ago, and everything seemed to be going well, with both Michelle and Annie helping around the house, despite me telling them that they didn't have to. And I think there wouldn't be any problems with them living with us. That is, until yesterday, when we rewarded our daughter, Claire, 13, for doing well on her mid-unit test with pizza and her favorite Blizzard. When Claire went to get her ice cream out of the freezer after she ate her pizza, Annie saw it, and she was in the living room and asked if she could have half of it because she wanted something sweet too. Claire refused because she says she earned it. Annie got mad and started arguing with my daughter. I overheard them arguing, came downstairs to see what was happening. Claire explained what happened, and I asked Annie if that was true, which she confirmed it was. I told Annie that the ice cream was Claire's. If Claire didn't want to share it for her, then she didn't have to because it was her reward. Annie said okay, and I figured that was that. She went on, she made spaghetti for the night, whatever. Went back into the kitchen, and she sees Annie stirring the pot with the clear lipstick tube next to it that was streaked with something dark red. I asked Annie what she was doing, and she stammered out that she was just helping me by stirring the spaghetti. I did not buy that shit for a second. So I grabbed the lipstick tube from the counter, sniffed it, and gagged from the smell. Are you ready?
I don't know.
It was period blood. And my God, did it smell absolutely putrid. I thought I was going to throw up. I asked Annie as calmly as I could if she put the blood inside of the spaghetti, but she refused to speak until I called both Josh and Michelle down to the kitchen. Annie broke and admitted that she was so mad that I didn't make Claire give up the blizzard, so she decided to get back at all of us by putting her own period blood in the food. Once my niece fessed up, I yelled at her saying that she could have made all of us sick, and that was ridiculous and cruel overreaction over something so minor. Michelle stepped in, said I couldn't yell at her daughter or whatever. Michelle claimed that her daughter was just going through a lot with the hormones and her period and then the divorce, that this was just an act of that.
No,
it's not. And that's what she said. She said, I would never think of tampering someone's food like that.
No, not like that.
Exactly. At this point, husband intervened. Michelle told Michelle and the daughter to get their stuff, pack it up, and they dropped them off at mother-in-law and father-in-law's house. They were not ready for guests, so they were pissed. Okay. Mother-in-law called her the next day and scolded her for letting my husband kick Michelle and Annie out, dumping them onto them. She said, we were using that spare bedroom with storage spaces and had to pay my neighbor to come move everything out for us. What she wanted was for them to keep them there that night and then have them leave the next morning when they were ready. Am I the asshole for having my husband kick them out?
No, not on this one.
What would you do?
Probably something similar. Like, you guys need to pack your shit and go. This is not, it's not even, like, there are no words.
No, it's not. It's literally,
this is not even, like one of those harmful pranks.
No.
This is so out of pocket. And so Hurricane, you understand the fucking, the drive you have to go get an empty lipstick tube, drain a part of your fucking flow.
You can't even do that. That's what I'm confused about. How the fuck does she get that blood? You can't even do that.
She stuck that tube there and just collected it.
My guess is she did stick it up there like some like period cup that you had.
But that's not the point. The fact that that's the go-to, right?
Yeah.
Bitch,
like add salt or something. Right. Add something.
And you know what? Honestly,
over a fucking blizzard.
That's right. This all started over ice cream.
Over ice cream. But this is why you should teach your kids. They aren't entitled to everything. This is poor parenting.
Yeah, but you know what else? Honestly, just fucking share the ice cream.
No, see, but that's why. That's how I feel about this. Because I feel like the generation, the newer, the younger ones, are so entitled nowadays. They feel like they're entitled to everything, and if you don't give it to them, it's the end of the world.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's almost like having a sister-in-law move into your house that just decided it's basically her shit.
Yeah,
all of it,
and her daughters,
food,
and her daughters,
like food and your snacks. And your spare room.
Exactly.
And the TV,
that spare room looks great.
Right? And all of it. It's almost
all
like
of
that.
It. All of it. All of it.
Number 3,
exactly. All right. Next one. This one is titled Big Shits. That's what they titled it. I liked it, actually. When I was in my 20s, me and 2 roomies had a 4-bedroom house together out in the burbs of Melbourne. Melbourne. Okay.
No, Australia is Melbourne.
I don't know.
Whatever.
The female roomie and I got pretty close, and we ended up sharing the same room, buying our food together, etc. We still paid 2/3 of the off cost, but as a house, we always had separate food. Over winter, I guess we could just call her the girlfriend, that's a girlfriend, I guess. And I would make curries, casseroles, and other delicious foods with the intent of making 2-night meals. Problem was,
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt again.
You hate curry, I know.
Why is that considered delicious? Curry and casserole. The fuck? How about we made some fucking homemade chocolate chip cookies? Those are delicious.
Some barbecue.
Right.
Some
exactly.
wings.
You know what? I got a smoker and I hit a brisket for 12 hours.
No, she made curry and casserole.
Right. Who the fuck wants that?
For 2 nights, too.
Fuck that. For no nights. I'm just saying, why? When I envision, Eric, what delicious food would you like today?
It is not a casserole.
Never once does curry or casserole cross my mind.
Remember Bash? My best friend Bash?
Yes.
Her brother's baby mama, when they first met her, she brought over, she's half white, half Mexican or something, brought over a tortilla casserole and said she made it for them, and she used tortilla because they were Hispanic. And she knows they like tortilla. A tortilla casserole. My friend was like, that shit was the most blandest shit I've ever had in my life.
I don't see what the purpose of that is.
No. But she thought she was thoughtful to bring them a tortilla one.
Look, I get it. I mean, if I'm invited to someone's house, like, you know, and I know it's an Israeli family, I might bring like wine from Israel or something as a gift. Like, hi, you don't walk in empty-handed.
But to your
no
baby's grandmother's house?
No.
Exactly.
I'm surprised she didn't get beat up just for that.
Oh, Bash wanted to.
I'm serious. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, are you kidding?
She just turned around.
Like, how fucking stereotypical can you get? Oh, look, I got
tortilla casserole.
You know what would be worse? I'm sorry. I know we're gonna.
She brought tapatio sauce.
No, that would be worse too. But that's funny. But if she's like a lily white Becky, and she's like, "Hey, future fam, I got you guys the tortillas," and like,
I can make it worse actually for you.
Oh,
she's like the white emo rocker girls.
Oh, and did she try to like get all authentic, like with the accent, like, I brought you a tortilla.
Yeah. Actually, she might have. She might have.
So honestly, I get like, I would find that hysterical. Like, I'd be in the corner.
I thought it was hilarious
every time.
I thought it was.
But hilarious. I get where some people would be like, "Yo, we need to whip this bitch's ass."
I thought it was hilarious when she was telling me that. So
I would laugh my ass off. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so the intent of making 2 nights meal. Problem was the third roomie, who had by this stage became very jealous of the other girl and I's relationship. Or their friendship, would arrive home late at night from their second job.
By the way, that's not the problem. The problem is the fucking curry and...
No, the problem is he was eating their food after. Oh. That was meant for the following day. He would come home from his job, usually after, because I guess he worked at a pub. Came home late and would eat all the food.
Well, you just want to get rid of it.
Probably. We asked him many times to only eat his own food. We even suggested that he could pay towards our purchases if he wanted to eat our food. He didn't stop or pay. He'd been going on and on about a road trip that him and his friend were taking this following Saturday, which led the girl and I to formulate a nasty surprise for him. On the Wednesday, we made a rich hot chocolate drink and left enough in a pot on the stove for him to steal and enjoy, which later that evening when he arrived home, he helped himself to. Plan set. Friday night, we did the same. A rich hot chocolate drink, and this time, the girl and I they liked a clean house in the kitchen. We purposely left 2 used cups in the sink. In the remaining cup and a half in the pot on the stove, we put 2 packets of chocolate laxatives and carefully melted them in there and went to bed. At around 3 a.m., he arrived home, noisy and drunk, and we thought our plan might fail, but we heard him in the kitchen and had a quiet laugh about what was soon supposed to happen. We didn't know, but he was picked up a few hours later. We never heard him leave, but we do know now is by mid-morning, he had shit himself, as well as in his mate's car, and was literally squatting on the side of the freeway with shit coming very freely out of his ass.
Oh, man.
He never stole any other food from us again and put the whole episode down to food poisoning he caught from a chocolate drink. Many people think I was the asshole for that.
I have a few thoughts, but I'm going to let Girl Power talk to me about this one first.
I think it was funny. Honestly, I think it's hilarious. Like, they tried the nice approach of, hey, maybe don't eat our food, or hey, maybe we can all buy groceries together. He said, no, it's your ass now.
It's so fucking savage.
I
wouldn't feel bad.
I don't.
To be honest, especially if this has like been a recurring sort of thing here. Like, Billy, every time, me and Lucy get home, like, our shit's gone.
Exactly, because you come home drunk and want to eat all of it.
Either pitch the fuck in or, Now, these are the kinds of things that I think are harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a case of the runs. You get Montezuma's revenge.
Imagine in your friend's car, though. You shit yourself in your
Yeah, but that's fucking funny.
I bet the friend didn't think it was funny.
They were okay, did you ever see the movie American Pie?
Yes.
So, shit brick.
Right.
The same idea, right? It's a shit brick. But that's great. That's funny from the outside.
It's funny from the outside. Oh, it's hilarious to me.
If I were that guy, I'd be fucking mortified.
No.
But guess what? I wouldn't do. I wouldn't eat their shit anymore.
I would, exactly.
Exactly. Okay, message received.
Exactly.
But honestly, I wouldn't let it get that far. But you know why? You know me so well, you're probably going to guess this. I wouldn't touch other people's stuff.
No.
I don't know what they put in, what they
Exactly.
I want my own.
Exactly.
Only my hand has been on it.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Me too. My one thing is I always ask what's in food before I even eat it.
I don't even know. It's not even that.
I'm a big I'll smell it to make sure the smell isn't weird.
Look, I am. Although I am a professional, right? I have a big boy job and all that. I am a little immature when it comes to certain things. I'm not afraid to admit it. One of the things is I don't like anybody else touching or handling my food.
Okay.
Even fucking wrapped stuff in Twinkies, like I'll take mine. Like don't hand me anything. I get it.
Right.
Okay. If I want it, I'll get it. Now, I don't mind bringing stuff for other people.
Yeah.
Hey, you want something? You want me to grab you something? I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's just I just
yours.
Like to get my own.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, call it quirky. I don't care. I don't have issues with restaurants. I know people bring out the plates or whatever. Okay, I don't know. It's just weird. And I especially don't like people like make me something like a sandwich and they hand it to me. I'll just make my own. Right? It's just easier, right? Honestly. I mean, I'm sure everybody's hands are clean and
whatnot. Yeah, no, I get that though. I get that. My mom always said you can't eat at everyone's house.
No, and also like, okay. So like, for example, every now and then, if I get hungry in the evening, but I don't want to overeat, I'll make a turkey sandwich. Right. Just get some deli turkey slices. Okay. But I don't use like a little fork and pull out the tray. Just grab it and let it out. Yeah. So, but I don't mind doing it for me. But I really would be uncomfortable with somebody else like put their hand in my fucking.
Well, yeah. Cups, no, I would too, and just
like using their fingers. Like no,
I wouldn't like that either.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I get some of it, but again,
would never happen to you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like I would never be that guy. Plus, and again, I hate to be an asshole. I would get my own little mini fridge and keep it in my room.
Yeah, that's what I would do. That's what I would. Yeah, literally.
You two go get whatever you want. I don't care. We're still paying a third. I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
So, see, problem solved.
Problem solved. All right, next one.
All right.
Am I the asshole for making my partner choose between me and his mom? I, female 34, have been with my boyfriend, male 38, for the past 3 years. He has a crazy ex. We'll call her Jane. Just Jane Doe. They have been together on and off since they were 15. Last time they broke up, about 5 years ago, he made it clear to both families that this was the final time. Both his mom and dad consider her to be a family friend. She also lives only a 5-minute walk away from their house. From the first day, his mom made sure everyone, especially me, knew that she didn't approve of me. She also would invite Jane to every family gathering, despite him asking her not to. Together with Jane, his mom would make comments at my expense. They would just sit there and talk about her. I know he loves his mom, and I would never disrespect her in her home, so I would just take the jab silently. She would also give Jane the spare key to our place. And more than once, he came home to find her in his bed. One of the reasons I insist on having my own place is I'm just not comfortable with his family having a spare key to the place I live in because of this.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yes. There have been numerous instances where both would drive me to the point of tears, and on more than one occasion when I left the event early because of it. To his credit, he has always left with me, and his mom always blamed me for dragging him away. My breaking point was last month at his birthday dinner at his family home, where his mom had one of his nephews bring me a cookie that had coffee in it. I am allergic, severely. His family knows this. I was lucky enough to notice before I swallowed and bit and spit it out. After the bite, I guess, and she spit it out.
Well, spitters or quitters.
She was gonna die.
Oh, okay. In that case.
I had to use my EpiPen. His mom kept saying that I should just go home and rest because I was dampening the mood. He said if I left, so would he. I said that I can't do it anymore. I can't put up with the comments and Jane being pushed in his lap at every chance, but that I can't deal with them essentially trying to poison me. His mom said it was an accident. I didn't believe it and said that I can't be with him as long as his family is part of his life, since they enabled the behavior.
Okay, that's extreme.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, but go ahead.
He said goodbye to them and we left. But hear this part. A couple of days later, he told me his mom admitted to him that the cookie thing was deliberate, but that they didn't think it was severe as I had claimed. That she and Jane just didn't want me there and thought that if they gave me the cookie, I'd eat it and I would just leave because of my allergy.
Oh my God.
His dad, brothers, and sisters have all came to visit and apologize for their part. We agreed to start fresh. Last weekend, we had a barbecue over at my place and we invited them all, his dad, his sister, and everyone asked if the mom could come. My boyfriend said he didn't want her there, but it was my house, so it was my call. I said, I'm sorry, she just isn't welcome. His family and his friends have been divided.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Okay.
That was boyfriend's way of not being the bad guy.
Yeah, he was like, it's not my fault,
right.
you know?
No,
I don't want her there, but babe, it's your house. I don't want her here, though.
Your call. I support you. And then, okay, Billy, can we come over?
No. She no. Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, but I get it.
Yeah.
Well played.
Exactly. Right? He was smart.
But don't be stupid. Okay, that's all.
His family and friends have been divided. Some say I'm within my right, and others say that I am the asshole because I'm not just making him choose between his mom and me, but also all of them. I never asked them to choose, and I pointed out that his mom still hasn't apologized to me. But they say that inviting them and not her essentially is forcing a choice. Do you think I'm the asshole here?
No.
No. Especially since she admitted that it was literally to have her leave, to have an allergic reaction.
Yeah.
And leave.
I mean, she basically, Now, but I'll tell you what. the bigger issue here is not this attempted, like, I want to just...
attempted murder.
Right. The bigger issue is that for whatever reason, the mom is in love with the ex.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, this Jane Doe got it.
Yeah. Okay. And so the problem here is, you're right. If hubby, Billy, doesn't like stick by you the whole time and basically there eventually is going to lead to a real problem, because even if everything is forgiven with mother-in-law, right, and you guys agree to a fresh slate, and ex Jane,
she's still there,
right? Always, because mom loves her, for whatever reason. I mean, I get it. Maybe she is kind of part of the family. I mean,
they've dated since they were 15, I guess.
I know someone like that whose ex, like, they became such good friends after the breakup that, but everybody's amicable, and now wife is friends.
It's acceptable, though. Yeah,
it's really not like Oh, and by the way, that ex is also married herself. So it's like, okay, well, at this point,
she's in his bed when he comes home.
Right. Right. He's not like waiting for him, like, yo, Billy.
The mother-in-law giving her the spare key and being like, he's going to come home, go to his room.
Right.
Lay in his bed.
Give it to him, girl. You give it to him.
That's ridiculous.
It's almost like bringing a one-legged guy home.
Yeah.
But to your fucking brother-in-law's house. Right. And then just trying to get,
I hope the house is not, doesn't have stairs.
Is that 3 or 4? I don't remember.
I think we're on 4.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
It could be a new record.
It could be a new record. Were there stairs in Josh's house?
Yes, there are.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, there are.
Oh, he had a wobble up there.
No, because Smashley's guest room was downstairs.
Oh, okay. Good. See, she thought about it.
Right by the kitchen.
Right by the kitchen.
There you go.
As long as he didn't take the food, I think we're good.
Fair.
All right, next one. Title is, My Neighbor Deliberately Sprayed Pesticides into My Food on My Grill While I Was Cooking on It.
Where are these people from?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Oh my God.
Said, long story short, my neighbor who does not like me deliberately came out and started spraying chemicals used to kill bugs directly at my grill while I was cooking food on it. Okay. I went outside, put my food on the grill, and let it sit for about 7 minutes as I went inside. When I came back out to turn the food, I opened the grill and was uncomfortable with the flames from some grease burning at the bottom. So I bent down, shut off the glass, and heard my neighbor's back door slam, and I heard someone running down the stairs. I thought it was weird, but I just made a mental note and didn't look because I avoid them since they're typically really aggressive towards my family, and anyone else we have on our property. I began blowing out the flames now that the grill was turned off. I stood there for a few minutes blowing out the small flames on the bottom. I say this because I was inhaling heavily to do this, and now I'm upset that I did. I decided to remove the steaks and leave the corn on them to keep them warm. And so I did that and closed the grill. When I closed the grill, I was face to face with my neighbor who was spraying the pesticide called 7, I guess, directly on the back side of the grill. Like, she was just right behind him, just spraying it. Roughly 2 feet away from my face. I was shocked, but it took me a few seconds to process as I was walking back into the house. I was putting together in my mind what the fuck she was doing outside. I waited for a few seconds to see if she would finish spraying her trees. Maybe 3 minutes later, she was gone. I immediately went back outside to remove my corn from the grill. And as I did, she came back outside on the same fashion, slamming her door, running on the steps. I could hear her feet. She began spraying directly into the grill again. At this point, I confronted her and asked her what the fuck she was doing. I started filming at this point because she gets aggressive. I yelled at her for a minute, and all the while, she continued to spray this on my grill. I said, what did you just do? Are you trying to poison my family? She answered back with, you got that right. I asked her, what did you just say? And she said, I told you, go ahead and call the police. And I said, no, you said you tried to poison my family. She laughed, shook her head, and went inside. And I went to call the police. I ended up having to throw away $80 worth of food because of this and order takeout from my family. The grill, which is usually $1,000, is now not usable, and I have to buy special cleaners to see if it would clean it. He's like basically saying, like, grill could have exploded. Like, honestly, like, I could have served that food to my family and poisoned them. My question is, can I take some sort of legal action against her? And if so, what kind of attorney would I need? Police said this was just a neighborly disruption.
Well, okay. So cops typically aren't going to do anything for that kind of stuff.
Right.
I don't know what kind of attorney you would need because the damage, you're talking about $1,100.
Yeah.
If that's a full grill and the food.
Yeah.
I mean, the egregious behavior, but what you could do, maybe, because this was like an actual attempt to.
And he has the video proving it.
Yeah, get a fucking restraining order.
Yeah.
Like, keep that bitch far away to where she will literally go to jail if she violates it. And I think you actually have grounds because all you have to do is like, look, judge, what's my option? Never use my backyard to grill?
Never grill?
Or always have to should I hire a guard?
To just stand by my grill?
Right, so that she doesn't try to point.
And even then, she was like right behind and everything. That's insane.
Now, but that's not what Eric would do. That's what I'm telling this guy to do.
Okay.
What Eric would do was take that video and I would put it on blast on every
me too.
fucking platform I could find. I would dox that bitch's name, address, her fucking husband's name, her kids' names, what kind of car they drove, everything.
I would just stand outside and just record them all day on live or something. I'd be like, here she goes again.
You have to understand. You've been with the firm almost 3 years.
Yes.
Okay. So you know me very well.
Yes.
I would hire full-time fucking person to just all day video everything that bitch does. Her fucking kid just stand outside and camera. I would hire a fucking crew. Okay, all fucking day and night.
Yep.
Okay, every move she makes. Okay.
Yep.
I would hire a private investigator and uncover all her fucking secrets, her fucking assets.
Yep.
I would have her husband followed. If he's giving it to the secretary, I'm going to know about it. All of it.
I'm looking at everything.
Right, because what this is, I hate to say this, but to me, that's an act of war.
It is. It literally is.
No, this is not neighbor war.
No, it's not.
This is like,
no, it's not.
You fuck with me and my family.
Exactly.
So now
I'm going to get you back.
Right,
yeah.
That's it. And honestly, I would not rest until that bitch literally is crawling like, yo, Eric, please, can you stop? I know, Lucinda. Not yet. And then another week, Eric, please stop. We're sorry.
Not done.
No, not yet. I will Game of Thrones that bitch so hard.
Exactly.
Okay? You know that old saying, like, go medieval on you? You know, do you ever see Pulp Fiction? Oh, my
No.
God. You need some Pulp Fiction. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, I would go medieval on that bitch. Okay?
Me too. I would have her terrified. I would stop and be like, and you never know when I'd start again.
Are you kidding me?
Just
I would pay. You know what I would do also? I would buy all those like fucking Twitter followers, like whatever, you can buy like the Instagram followers.
Yeah, you could buy a whole account actually.
I would buy like an account with like 1 million and then post that video again and ask them to
ask everyone to repost it. Everyone.
The entirety of the United States would know.
I would pay the news to put it on the news.
I would take a full page ad. I'm telling you, I would as long as I could afford it, I would spare no fucking expense.
No, me too.
I'm serious. That's not even a prank. That's so awful. And then and it wouldn't bother me like the pesticide thing. All right, but it's like, oh, I told you to call the police. Yes, I did. Fuck you. Like,
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now,
you know what I would do?
Fuck around and find out.
You know what I would do?
What?
I'd pay a homeless man $5 to go give her a kiss on the lips. That's my favorite threat. I haven't done it yet, but I just feel like that's my favorite. They would do it for $1. I'm giving them $5. I would give them $20 if they can get their tongue in there.
Damn. I didn't even think of that.
No, that's always been like a threat in my mind, but I haven't done it yet.
Just when I think I've got like the end all be all of way to get back at people, a hurricane comes up with
homeless people
so much more savage.
$20, you got $20. They would do anything for $20.
You're right, and I would take like 500, and I get like 20 of them. I get the whole fucking encampment. I would have them pitch tents on her fucking front yard.
Yes. Actually, yes. Okay? Yes, I would.
They would be fucking urinating and defecating all
that's what I would
by
do.
Her front door.
That's what that bitch. Would be it. Yes. All right. Next one.
Okay.
Am I wrong for pressing charges against my racist mother-in-law and leaving my husband because he sided with her? So that's the title. I'm Filipino. My husband is Chinese. His mom doesn't approve of me from the beginning and even told him that Filipinos were only to be maids. I know. I was like, what the fuck? In the beginning, my husband defended me. He even threatened to cut ties with her if she tried anything. So she backed off. Mother-in-law didn't expect us to last long. And that was told to me by my sister-in-law after he proposed and the trouble started again. She claimed she thought my husband would come to his senses eventually. She tried to jeopardize our wedding, threatened not to come, and even called some of the guests and told them that there was a typo in the invitation card and gave them the wrong date. Luckily, the people confirmed with us and we actually gave it off. Husband waved it off and said that his mom was just scared for him and that I should understand because I also grew up in a traditional home. That should have been my first red flag. But I was in love with him and I ignored it. A month ago, I was still 8 months pregnant. My husband insisted on going to his mother-in-law's house for a family reunion. I did not want to because, again, I was growing a human inside of me and I was really tired since I was on month 8 and still working. He insisted because his mom would not take no for an answer. So we went. Biggest regret. At the dinner, I started feeling really weird and lightheaded. I told my husband about it, but he waved me off and told me to go to his old room and lay down. I said this was different and we should go to the hospital just in case. I did not feel well at all. His mom butted in and told me not to ruin their dinner. Just shut up and go upstairs. That's what the mom told her.
Okay.
I gave husband a look and said, "You're really going to let her talk to me like that?" The dickhead shrugged his shoulders and told me to calm down. I didn't go upstairs. I knew something was really wrong with me, so I called my dad and told him to bring me to the hospital. I felt like I was floating. My body felt numb and I wanted to puke. I literally felt like I was fainting. My dad arrived and I left without letting them know because if they didn't care, why should I? I don't know how else to say this, but the baby's heartbeat stopped. I was told the chances at this point of pregnancy were really low, but it happened. I was drugged, apparently, and I also had alcohol in my system. But I didn't drink anything because, again, I knew I was pregnant and I'd never done drugs. My sister-in-law admitted that she saw my mother-in-law add stuff to my drinks and food later on. My husband refused to believe that and sided with my mother-in-law, saying that I must have drank without telling them. My sister-in-law did tell him what mother-in-law did, but he still didn't believe it. I reported it to the police and sister-in-law was my witness. I pressed charges. I will not stop until she's behind bars because she cost me my baby. I told some of my closest friends about it and they said that I'm the asshole for divorcing him. But how could I be with someone who doesn't even believe that their mom did this and refuses to understand that their baby is gone forever? Do you think I'm the asshole here?
That's a really hard one.
That's a hard one, I know.
Because on the one hand, as a son who had a good relationship with his mother, I would also have a very hard time believing that.
Yeah.
And you often, especially people that you love or your family was...
It's hard, yeah.
With, yeah, you have a hard time thinking they're capable of that. Mm-hmm. Especially because this would have been her grandchild.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly.
But no, I don't think she's the asshole.
No.
For a couple of reasons. One, chances are that family relationship would never be repaired.
No.
And so it would be a very difficult, miserable existence. I would normally say if there were young children already, maybe stick it out. And, I don't mean this in a funny or shtick way, but now that because there are no children, now's the time.
Dip, run.
To say it. Yeah. I mean, I've heard about like similar cultures that hate each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I get that. Did I ever tell you the story about my study partner in law school, David Ruiz?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell the podcast. So
okay.
David Ruiz was from Catalan,
yes.
which is literally like an island off of Spain. It's not even Spain, okay? And he makes sure you know that, okay?
Very serious about that.
Right. And so David Ruiz, with the heaviest of accents, would only consider himself European.
Right. They do. No, they do. Yeah.
Do not refer to him as Hispanic in any sense. He was fucking European. Mm-hmm. Okay. So Dave and I were good buddies. And we were having a discussion about, I don't know, we were reading a case, studying, whatever, and we disagreed on the outcome. And I said something like, okay, David, just remember, you were only about 12 kilometers away from being African.
Nope.
He didn't fucking speak to me for like 3 weeks. He was so offended.
That was the biggest offense you could have ever told him. You could have told him his mom died. I don't think he would have reacted like that.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, so I get where some people get like very, like, hey, Filipinas and Chinese and I know like there's some of that. Like I know there's some of in the real Spain, like Mexicans and Salvador.
Yeah. Well, even like the Spaniards and everyone else. Yeah. They don't like us.
It's the Spaniards against everyone. Mm-hmm. Right?
That's true, actually. Mm-hmm.
Right. But at the end of the day, there really is no coming back from that.
No.
I don't see this as even humorous in any respect.
Do you think she did it on purpose to make her lose the baby?
How do you not? I don't know about to lose the baby, but maybe she did it on purpose to punish her or make her sick. But then what other motivation?
Exactly.
How do you feed a pregnant woman
drugs? You drug her and gave her alcohol.
And then even if your intent was something different, how do you not think it through? Like, oh, this could harm
my grandbaby.
Right. And so I guess now that I'm talking it out loud to myself, I wonder if that really wasn't the goal. Like the mom could be so, I mean, I hate to say this, but like so racist and
that she didn't want a Filipino baby
or a mixed breed child. Like the idea that this is going to be a multiracial or multicultural
and half
child.
of the cultures as she sees as maids.
Right. Got her so upset. Mm-hmm. That's even worse. And you know what? I hate to say it. I don't know how old this bitch is, but she should go to jail. And by the way, the poetic justice in all of this is that this little Chinese woman who hurt this pregnant woman, she's going to be someone's maid.
Yeah,
herself,
she is.
Right? There's going to be a couple of bad bitches up in there. She's going to be cleaning more than just the fucking, stuff.
Yeah.
She's going to be cleaning.
I know she's pissed her daughter testified against her too, though.
You understand, too. She's going to be cleaning carpet.
She is.
Okay?
She is.
You get that?
She definitely is.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Big time.
All right. You want to do one more? I know you have a call?
Just one more. Okay. I got to get a call. I have a call soon.
I'll give you titles. You pick the one then.
All right.
Am I the asshole for not punishing my daughter for pranking my ex's mistress at her wedding, causing her to get diarrhea? Or I found out my girlfriend peed in my food whenever she was angry with me. Or am I the asshole for believing my daughter over a grown man?
I don't know. They all sound kind of interesting. Maybe the pee in my food one might be kind of funny.
Let's go with that one then. He said, I feel so dirty. I feel so grossed out and betrayed. And I keep hoping that all of this is a fucking nightmare. I threw out any containers of food I had just because this shit has me paranoid. I feel so fucking violated and I don't know what to do. My girlfriend, now ex, was a very chill and laid back person, even in arguments. Well, we were talking about how the submarine goers don't really deserve sympathy. Remember the ones that happened or whatever. Right. Her take was that a life is a life. My take was that there was more and more information coming out about the trip that any sane person would go, oh shit, this might be dangerous during some points. Until she just ended it with, you know what? Don't talk to me. I tried to tell her it doesn't matter, and she kept going, yeah, and basically telling me to shut up. I guess she didn't like that he was like, maybe they don't deserve sympathy. Here.
Okay.
So here I am, feeling like crap. I wake up in the middle of the night, and she's not in our bed. Whatever. I don't control her, right? And I heard the door of the bathroom open, so I figured she just went to the toilet. I feel gross detailing this out, but I could hear the pee hitting a bowl. But she didn't flush. She opened the door again, and I heard her walking away. So I was worried and went to check. And this is where my whole life becomes hell. I see her in the living room with one of the food containers that had some leftovers. Next to her was a glass of, you guessed it, I could distinguish it by the horrid yellow color and smell. Of course, I saw her pour it in, and I immediately screamed at her, demanding to know what the fuck she thinks she's doing. She had those deer caught in headlight looks and flinched, causing her pee to stain the table and her hand. I kept screaming at her, and she started crying, saying she's sorry over and over again. I told her I demand an explanation, and she's free to call her mom and leave this instance.
Oh, by the way, what do you need explained to you, Billy, that you didn't figure out and see?
He wanted to know why.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because it's like if somebody's pouring pee in my container, I don't need them to explain to me what this is. I get it. It is. But okay, go ahead.
Apparently, the reason she was always so calm and happy the morning after arguments when she gets mad was because she does this. She drinks a whole lot of water, and in the night when I sleep, she goes and pours it in food. Apparently, this started with simply pouring it on my belongings. I was disgusted. I screamed at her some more, and I don't even feel guilty that she cried. I told her to get the fuck out of my house or I'm calling the police. She tried to beg, but eventually left. I sent her a message to get some of her stuff that were over and blocked her. I don't even know what to say. I feel violated, disgusted. The fact that she knew what she was doing and watched me eat it and never felt guilty. And I just, no.
I mean, yeah, he's right. I mean,
what would you do?
I would too. I'd kick the bitch out. After I thoroughly rinse with Listerine or whatever, right?
I would have to rinse with bleach or something. Jesus.
God knows how much urine I might have ingested at this point in this relationship.
And on your belongings. You don't even know.
I mean, this is all wrong. But this does remind me of a famous fraternity prank. I'm going to tell you this true story. So I told you about the goldfish and the bong water and all that.
Right.
It's the same fraternity, okay? Now, one thing they used to do, and I only know about, I learned it later, but you'll understand why.
Okay.
Is they would always, what they would do, if you're a pledge, right, and you're not an actual fraternity member, you don't have carte blanche to everything. Right. So what they would do is they would say, on a Saturday morning, they would say, all the fraternity brothers that lived in the fraternity house, we all want you to shit in the same one bathroom.
Why?
I'm going to explain. All day, just shitting there all fucking day. Because they wanted it to smell as rancid as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Then what they would do is they would unpeel bananas, and they would, break them into parts, and they would stick the bananas into the toilet bowl. Right? And then the pledges would show up for an alleged party. They would blindfold us, or a couple of us.
Sit.
Right, not sit. They would make you reach in the toilet bowl and pull out, and then you'd have the squishy banana.
Ew.
And you're supposed to think it's shit.
Shit.
Okay.
Right.
Now, one of our fraternity brothers was hip to this game. Right, he knew exactly what this was.
He knew what was going on.
Right, because I guess maybe he had, somebody else had told him
about it. He knew,
or whatever, okay? So he pretended to have a psychotic break, and he starts rubbing the fucking banana on himself he thinks it's male feces, he thinks it's shit.
Right.
Okay. The fucking fraternity brothers are losing their minds. They don't know what to do. And he's like, I'm going to just, oh my God, yeah. And he keeps rubbing the fucking banana on himself. Okay? Now, of course, we all, and none of us, he's the only one blindfolded. So we're watching him do this
what the fuck is going on over there?
Jake, you know what you're doing, right? And finally we're like, it's okay, dude, it's okay. It's not real. And he knew that. But he just played that trick back on everybody else, like to freak everybody else out.
No,
it was very funny at the moment. But anyway, that's what that reminded me of. Yep. So, all right, Hurricane.
All right.
Well, before you tell them where they can find us,
okay,
I do want to make one announcement.
Okay,
a couple. First of all, as announced on Wednesday's episode, we are now officially over 5,000.
Yes.
I am going to genuinely look into better equipment so that the sound quality is improved.
Yes.
It's the least I can do. You guys have been so great, loyal, giving us the reviews. Oh, we never got 5 on the Cringy Sister-in-Law. Oh, well, we'll have to stay tied at 4.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Okay, sorry. Too late. It's almost like having a sister-in-law that uses your bathroom. I guess. I don't know. Too late.
At least she doesn't pee on his food.
That we know about.
That's true.
Anyway, you know what? Enough wine. She pee anywhere.
No.
There you go. Got you now. 5. There we go. Hey, got it. Anyway, so really, really appreciate it. Keep the reviews coming. We are going to set some new goals now. So when we break 7,000, we're going to do an Ask Me Anything segment. And no holds barred, right? And now Karina's going to screen them, so if they get super vulgar, we're going to ignore. But for the most part, you guys can ask anything, and we'll respond truthfully, both of us. So, and then of course we still have to do the Cousin Gail episode. At some point. I got to get scheduled with Josh.
I think next one might be Cheaters.
He's going to be in LA this weekend, but he's coming late Friday, and they're going back Sunday morning. So I don't know if I'll have time to do anything or not.
Okay.
Nonetheless, if not, then we'll save it. So
we have a Cheaters episode coming up.
Yeah, that's right. Episode on cheaters, like caught cheating, or funny cheat stories.
Yeah, we do.
So
step parents, all of that. We got a lot coming up.
That's right. Step parents, like the step monsters.
Exactly.
All right. So now, Hurricane. Tell them where they can find us.
All right, guys, all over 5,000 of you. Thank you all for listening. We appreciate all the support. Remember, you can find us on Instagram at The Pensama Confirm and on The Late Podcast. You can find us on Twitter and TikTok at Pensama Confirm. You can visit our website at eblawfirm.us, or you can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Bye, guys.
Bye.